you've been playing a game called Path of Fury.
Path of Fury. Hey, remember Trek to Yomi?
Oh
Sure,
yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was that. I think you reviewed it, Dally.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, same guy. This is from the
Oh.
same. This is from the Trek to Yomi guy, and it is just kind of like a Hong Kong hallway fighter.
Hmm.
It's you
Ooh.
walk, you just you're working your way up the gangland, and you're just beating the shit out of people left and right. It is
Sifu.
yeah, it's just like you got to. It's like you got to like punch. It's kind of got like a punch out thing where it's just like you got to hit them when they're open. So it's like head. You got to be fast, but if they're taking a swing for you, you can put your palm out and block their arm, and it sort of lets you go into a parry mode, and
Hmm.
you're just fighting dudes relentlessly. You're just going down. It's like you knock one dude out, two more come your way, and you just start fighting these dudes, and they've got their weak spots that you got to hit in sort of a specific way, and it's like head, ribs, head, ribs, head, pow, out, cold, and a block, and it's not reinventing any wheel, that's for sure. And it doesn't even look great, as you can see from these videos.
I think it looks cool,
It's
but
got a cool
sorry.
style to it, but like
Mm.
when you're into sort of VR mode, everything gets a little muddied down a
Mm.
little bit.
Hmm.
So it's like it's definitely got a PS1 esque presentation. You know what? PS2. I'll upgrade it to PS2. It's
I mean, I almost
more
think you almost don't
yeah.
want it super
Yeah. Oh,
realistic
I
because once
don't
you
want it
get to
super
that,
realistic.
yeah,
I think
that'll
another
hurt it. That would hurt
yeah,
it.
no,
You
it
know,
definitely would. I think another skosh up would have been nice, just so
okay.
when it gets
Ooh.
downgraded for VR purposes, that it is, because like these are great because they're in their full HD and not displaying it twice to make a 3D
Hmm.
image or
Hmm.
whatever.
So you're saying it looks like the monsters in Monster Hunter World? I mean, Wilds, the weird like polygon ones that they have
Yeah,
from
exactly.
the
That's
game not
exactly what I'm
working.
saying. From
So do you get a workout from like punching and
Yeah, it
from
gets
you hit?
like once you get like a couple of guys just kind of like a few guys in the room and they all just keep coming at you over
Hmm.
and over again. Like you do, yeah, exactly, Zach. Uh, like, and it doesn't like slow down. It doesn't really give
Hmm.
you like a break. It doesn't even really want to give you much exposition. It's just like you get like a nice little exposition dump at the very beginning, and then the rest is just kind of you going from room to room, beating the shit out of people nonstop. And it's the explanation, or not the explanation, in like the back of the box blurb that you find on there, and it's like it's a linear experience, but it is different every time in the sense where like you are going to fight differently each time you play it. So I'm like, yeah, I guess that seems kind of you taking liberties
Hmm.
with the style of game, but no, it's fun to play. I just I don't I'm not super hot on it, but like I can't not say that it's not just simple fun.
Hmm.
I just I'm kind of exhausted of the VR space not trying anything new really anymore. Like that
Oh.
Batman game was cool. It was doing kind of different stuff with like it was trying to be a AAA title with the budget of an indie studio kind of thing. But and its combat was what this game's combat sort of feels like it wants to be. It does a lot of the same
Hmm.
stuff. It does a lot of the highlight specific points. That's where you need to hit. If you don't hit there, if you kind of misjudge where you think the next punch is going to be, it's going to cost you
Hmm.
some health or whatever. But it's much more fluid, and
Hmm.
and it has like when there's multiple guys on the screen, they exist in sort of a three-dimensional space, and it kind of is telling you it's like punch to your right and you'll hit the guy and then it'll put your focus on that guy. This one
Oh, cool.
they're not in a three-dimensional in this
Sure.
game. They're just kind of side by side and you're just kind of like looking back and forth between the two and trying to guess who's fighting next. So uh like the games have come about the same combat in a different way, and it's just not as fun in this game as it is in like Arkham, but it's still fun. It's still like, you know, what we throw it around a lot, but this is like a 7 like kind of game. You know, it's you're not. Yeah, yeah, you'll enjoy it, but who has a VR headset these days? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Starting to
I always
become
feel
a rare
bad
thing.
because, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's we're getting there. We're sunsetting the experience at this point. Get your games out now, people.
Yeah.
Like, and I respect this guy's like creativity. Like Trek to Yomi was a creative game,
Yeah,
and
it
this
was.
one has this one's the way it presents itself, like the combat and the experience is makes up for what the shortcomings are. I'll say that, like in terms of what the combat's like it's just the experience is cool, the way it presents it to you through like a big protracted hallway fight, because people like hallway fights. Ask Ryan, he'll talk to you about hallway fights.
Yep. We all saw Daredevil. Cool.
It does feel like Daredevil at times. Like it really does. Like it wants to have you feel that way.